Hello, welcome to the weather update. A very steamy, miserable day with the humidity. The sun did eventually come out. We're going to look at the satellite image here, and you'll see. Started off with the clouds, and then the sun came out, and then we have some more clouds coming in because there are some showers and thunderstorms that are forming off to the south and the west, and we'll have to see if we're going to get into them. There was some overnight in the morning that did wind up hitting parts of Suffolk County. And some areas got it. You can see here's the current radar, and you can see here again there are some scattered showers and thunderstorms off to the west that might give us a chance for some more rain. Let's look at the current conditions right now outside, and you see temperatures generally. Let's see, 72 at Farmingdale. So let's see what we got out here. Here, South Shore is better. Yeah, it's cooler on the South Shore. Of course, there's a breeze, but when I got back here, man, I felt like I was gonna freaking pass out. All right, so 72 at Farmingdale, 72. It's generally low 70s, 72 at Islip. You see, though, the dew point is 70, so it's very, very humid out there. 67 at West Hampton. And let's see how it is in New Jersey. I'm sure it's a little warmer there. We'll see how it is. Waiting for it to load, of course. And it doesn't want to load, but, we'll show you what it's like in the alley because I got back to this area, and I felt like I was going to pass out. Yeah, this is what it was like in the alley. It's 76 in Toms River, so, yeah. A little warmer over there. We are in the warm sector now, and that's why we're dealing with these pretty muggy, humid conditions across the area. So let's go take a look at our highs for the day. This site is being ridiculously slow, and I don't even have the patience for it. So highs, generally in the low 80s, but with the humidity, it felt worse. Low 80s also in Jersey as well. We can look at the underground, which I much prefer over this site. Gives me more stations, and it's quicker to load. So you can see, and it's showing the radar, too. We have an overlay of the radar now that it's including. I don't know why it's doing that by default, but you can see there's some showers there. So let's take a look and see how much rainfall we got today. And you'll see here that we have not that much here. Some areas got very little. A little more out east. There was a few showers out there, so they got around 1/4 of an inch in certain areas. I'm not buying that 3.19. That would be really nice, but I don't think that's what that happened there. Yeah, half an inch. So they got some rain out there toward the Pine Barrens, and we'll have to see if we can get a little more out there. When we look at these dew points, though, yeah, it's pretty damn humid out there. You can see, yeah, 70, 71, very high humidity levels, and I'm sure they're even higher in Jersey with dew points in the mid-70s. And if we look at the temperatures again, we'll show the temperatures there in the mid-70s. And then again, everybody here is pretty much around the low 70s, but again, in that alley, in my hell of a neighborhood, it is a good 5 to 6 to 7 degrees hotter than that. I guess we're kind of closer to what it's like in Manhattan. It's an inner city area that I'm living in. Anyway, so let's go. I mean, it's an exaggeration, but climatologically, it's like an inner city. It just holds the heat in. It's horrible. So let's go to the models and the high-resolution satellite. We'll actually first start with the high-resolution satellite. Kind of point out what we have going. You notice the skies were kind of hazy today, too. We did, again, break out into that sun. There was some hazy sun. There's some of that cirrocumulus that we saw a little bit. You can see we started off with the clouds, and then you can sort of see how everything is lined up over here. If we draw everything out, you'll see here where you can actually see pretty easily where everything is at. See where your cold front is at, which is a series of cold fronts, but generally it's right about over here, I guess. Maybe right around over here is your cold front, and your warm front is over here. So this is where we are in the warm sector right now, but the good news is this front is coming through later this evening and will bring relief to this this disgusting air mass that we were in today. And I mean, it was absolutely disgusting, especially once the sun came out. And it looks fairly clear behind it, although we do see some smoke that we may have to deal with. We'll have to have a better idea on that, I think, come tomorrow night. But anyway, let's go to look at the models now, and you'll see this thing will move east. Front comes through. We have a chance of some showers tomorrow, and then or maybe some thunderstorms, perhaps. If we do look at the storm prediction center, you see a marginal risk just to the south of us. But as far as our area goes, after that, we're in dry air, high pressure builds in, and we'll be rid of this humidity. And we'll have nice weather right through the weekend, though it will start warming up a little bit more. But unfortunately, no more rain after that. So that's why it's important that we pick up some rain from these showers and thunderstorms that we will see. So let's go to the HRRR right now. The 0Z run, which still not completely in yet, mostly in. It'll be enough to show us what's going to happen with the precipitation. I love what the HRRR does because in the early morning hours, it flares up some really heavy showers and thunderstorms over Long Island, some pretty heavy ones. And that could give us a good amount of rain, which would be very much needed, hopefully over Suffolk County. If this materializes, this would be great. And then later on in the day, we might see a few more showers, more scattered variety pop up later in the afternoon with the actual cold front that's going to come through. So we'll have to see now. If we look at the amount of rainfall that this would generate for us, where these showers hit, could see 1 to 2 inches of rain where these showers and thunderstorms hit. So maybe we can get them over where the rain is really needed, South Shore, particularly the Pine Barrens out east, and the middle of the island too. The only area of the island that really isn't hurting as much as rain is the North Shore, but everybody else really could use some rain right now, and we'll have to see what happens if we can get into some of this, which would be awesome if we could. If we could get into it, would be great. But we'll have to see what happens with that because, again, it's all depending on where they pop up, and that's anybody's guess. So here's the dew point and wind flow, and you'll see that southerly flow. Very humid tonight, real humid. Dew point's near 70, and it's going to be very humid again tomorrow, starting off with the south wind. And then by the evening, the winds will start shifting to the west behind that secondary line of thunderstorms. And then we finally get into some of that drier air, northwesterly winds, dew points drop. And here we are Wednesday with a westerly flow and dew points in the mid-50s. And then after that, there'll be another front that will come through. We'll go to the GFS now. We'll show you here. That will bring in some even cooler and drier air for Thursday. Dew points drop into the 30s and 40s. And that's when it's really going to be nice. Thursday and Friday, nice low dew points. Still in the 40s on Friday with a northwest flow. And then as we get towards Saturday, you'll see the southerly flow and the southwesterly flow develop, which will bring an increase in humidity, though not to the levels we're having now. And it will also bring an increase in the temperatures as well. So let's go back to the HRRR here, and we'll go and look at our temperatures. So as we get into tomorrow, tonight it's going to be muggy, and then tomorrow it doesn't have us heating up that much. It has us generally around 80, I guess, because of the clouds, maybe, or the sea breeze. We'll have to see if the cloud cover. There should be a decent amount, like a partly sunny day tomorrow. And then as we get into what you'll see tomorrow night, we drop back. We're going to have lows by morning, perhaps even in the 50s. That's not going to happen where I am. But a lot of you will be able to turn off the air conditioner, not me. And then for Wednesday, look at that, much cooler. Highs look like they're only in the mid and upper 70s. Now, if we go to the GFS, has it a touch warmer? I'm thinking we'll see closer to 80 on Wednesday. But then Thursday, that's when we're really going to see. And I don't know if it's going to cool off that much overnight. I think the HRRR might be overdoing the cooling a little bit. I mean, I don't think we'll see I think we'll see low 60s maybe. But overnight here, when that cool air moves in, which will be by Thursday, here we are on Thursday, and highs are only in the low to mid 70s. And then at night, that's when we're going to see it really drop back into the 50s and possibly 40s. Some nice radiational cooling for a lot of areas, except not for me, of course. And then low 70s on Friday, and then for Saturday and Sunday we start to warm up again with highs getting back above normal. So let's go look at the skies next, and I guess we'll start with the GFS. And you will see here that on the GFS you'll see that it's going to show some sun tomorrow, and like I said, it's going to be it could be similar to today, kind of brutal out there because it's still going to be humid. Now Wednesday, you can see clearing conditions. Still got to watch some of this series trying to get in here. The GFS is trying to show. And then for Thursday, it kind of pushes offshore at secondary front. Then we have a beautiful day. Really nice clear skies. And the same thing for Friday as well, perhaps. Then the weekend, we might see more in the way of cirrus, but still not bad. And again, this is the GFS, a lower resolution model. If I would have to go the FV3, which is the higher resolution model version of it. But again, there isn't an 18Z of that, and it doesn't really go that far. We can take a look and show you what Wednesday looks like, and it kind of shows those high clouds pretty far away, but this is a 12Z run. So let's go to the RGEM, the other model we use for skies, and you'll see tomorrow. That's what happens when you don't get fresh air. You'll see starting off with the clouds, and then I think as you get toward the evening, when that front comes through, it'll start clearing out. And then for Wednesday, you can see, you sort of see that cirrus kind of just stuck right a little bit off to the south there. I don't think it makes it up. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We'll have to watch it. I think it'll be fairly mostly sunny. And then for Thursday, that's when we'll have a nice clear day across Long Island and New Jersey as well. And it will be cooler as well. So with that out of the way, let's go to the Ventu sky, and we'll look at that thunderstorm risk. We'll look at some Cape values tonight because there are some impressive Cape value. Well, there are some impressive. That HRRR looked pretty damn impressive tonight. So we'll check the overnight hours of the 13th off, and we'll see if there are some decent Cape levels. They're really not. Yeah, they don't really come that close. That's why. Well, here we are at 11. There's some. So we'll have to see. The afternoon, you never know. We might manage to get some thunderstorms developing. Maybe that's decent Cape levels. So I'll have to see, with this humid air mass, the drier air behind it, maybe we'll finally get a chance to see some action tomorrow, maybe. But we'll have to see what happens. But we could definitely use some more rain, so even if they're scattered in nature, where they hit, if they hit in the right areas, they could give an inch or two of rain, and that would be most needed for sure, because, again, if we look at the rainfall amounts here for today, it's not enough. We need more than that. And again, the North Shore always getting more. 1 inch near Port Jeff, they need like a hole in the head. All right, I mean, they keep getting rain. They keep getting these thunderstorms on the North Shore, and the South Shore in the middle of the island just keep missing out. All right, I wonder how New Jersey's doing. Let's see how they're doing. They've been pretty dry too. Yeah, we definitely need some more rain. Hopefully, we can get some of these thunderstorms in here and get some more of that rain. The air is so humid. My gosh, we should be able to get some moisture out of it. Put it on the ground where it's needed. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.